about this the other day on my podcast, but you're rubbing shoulders now with the elite, but you are one of the elite. Is that kind of hard to grasp a little bit?
Tim, it is hard to grasp. So, just the idea of being involved in this event for so many years as the master of ceremonies, and then all of a sudden being included in this deal on the other side. I have sat up there on the stage and seen men and women that have achieved so many things that I'm just blown away with athletically or academically, be humbled by tonight.
Yeah.
Being a part of what is a very unique group of people. I don't know that there's a better Hall of Fame in all of college athletics.
Yeah, and that's what I want to follow up on what we were talking about the other day, but you've been part and parcel to building this thing up, to making it this Hall of Fame what it is. I mean, I know you feel good about what you did on the football field, but do you feel you feel good about what you've done behind the scenes in that regard?
Yeah, I do. The time that I spent as a member of the varsity board and president of the board and trying to build this thing up, because 1977, my senior year, was the very first time they had named a class. But they didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything. So by the mid-'80s into the '90s, we decided to make this a very special event, and it's grown into something that I think is absolutely incredible.
Now you're at nice jackets and everything.
How about this?
Yeah.
It's not the gold jacket you get in Canton, but it's damn close.
Yeah, or the green one at the Masters.
There you go.
One last thing. Who is the guy? We talked about this a little bit, but who's that guy in this room that really just not takes your breath away? That's not the right way of putting it, but wow, you're going in with this guy. You know what I mean? I know everybody here, like Kyle and everybody else, has great achievements and stuff, but here's Greg Odenstein over. He played here 1 year, but he was famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's Hall of Fame, right?
This is easy for me because I had a brother, Judd, who was a 4-time Olympian in the hammer throw.
Yeah.
And he was in awe of the fact that I played football at Ohio State, and I told him it was nothing compared to being an Olympian. Yeah. So when I see a guy like Kyle Snyder, that to me gives me chills, because I know how Judd, who died a couple of years ago, we lost him, but he was a 4-time Olympian, and whatever he achieved was far greater than anything I've ever done.
Jeff, you've had the opportunity to tell plenty of people that they were going in the Hall of Fame. Who told you that you were going in the Hall of Fame?
I got the call from a board member for Varsity O, and I got to be honest with you, when the call first came in and I saw the name, I was at home, I was kind of busy doing nothing, but I just let it go to voicemail, because I figured all they were doing was calling to see if I was going to be available to MC again in 2024. So voicemail, I listened to it, it says, "Hey, we've got some news for you, give us a call." Still stupid. I call them back, and they gave me the news, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." I apologize for not taking the call at first, but this is absolutely amazing. So, I asked them, I said, "Who can I tell?" And they said, "Well, keep it under wraps for a couple of weeks until there's a formal announcement, but feel free to tell your close family." So my wife and daughter were out of the country. My son lives up in Cleveland. I'm there with my Labrador, and hey, we're going into the Hall of Fame. But I was able to call my mom, who was 93 years old at the time, living in a nursing facility up in Canton, Ohio, thriving, doing perfectly well. Was able to share this with her, and she was so proud. And unfortunately, we lost her about 6 weeks later. But the moment that I had to spend with her to tell her what was going on, she couldn't have been prouder. I'm just so happy that I had that opportunity to share it with her.
I'm sure a night like this brings back a lot of memories. Is there any one particular memory from your Ohio State career that just resonates in your mind?
Probably the first game I got to start, because nobody believed there was going to be life after Archie Griffin. And they had reason to believe that. I mean, 2 Heisman trophies, you got to be kidding me. Nobody's going to be able to do that again. And I wasn't expecting to, but I knew it was my turn, my time in that first game, 1976 against Michigan State. And I went off and had a pretty good game, had 3 touchdowns and a punt return for a touchdown. And I don't know if we silenced the critics, but we did give people hope that there was going to be something after Archie.
What was it like to know you were going to follow? He was already an icon.
Yeah.
What was that like? I mean, people talk about following quarterbacks, following Archie Griffin.
He was such a mentor and a light giver to me. And I remember him saying to me at some point in time in that spring practice leading up to my junior year, "You can do this." And just hearing that from him, that you can do this, meant the world to me.
Who's your favorite high school teammate? Who's your favorite high school teammate?
My favorite high school teammate.
There's only one answer.
Well, I can't say just one. You know better than that. You can't trick me into that.
This is not for them.
We had great high school teammates.
Jeff, just to be here and be a part of this tradition with so many football players in this Hall of Fame. I mean, just what does that mean to you to know that you're now one of those Hall of Famers?
Yeah, they can't take it away. It is probably the best part, and I'm excited because of the quality of people. I don't think there's a better athletics Hall of Fame in all of college athletics. I don't think there's a better football group in all of that. So, and I'm in awe of what's going to follow. Think of the great athletes that came through the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s and where this program has gone. This class is just going to continue to get stronger, and I'm just glad to be a part of it now for the future.